Hey guys, Anna here. Welcome to today's Creative Sim video, and we are creating the Clark family. So this is Reese Clark, and we are starting with him today. And he is very much like a fisherman. He's someone who is a foodie. He's outdoorsy, and that very much sums out pretty much the whole family. I would say that they definitely are a more outdoorsy family. And so the Clark family live in our coastal fall-inspired home that we built in Windenburg, and it is such a beautiful home, and it's really kind of like it's on the water, and it's built in that bottom left hand corner of the map, and it's just such a beautiful build. And anyway, so this is where the Clark family live, and they are very sweet. So you have Reese Clark and then his wife or fiance. Can't remember if I made them married or not. I think I didn't. I think they're just engaged. Laura Clark and then their daughter Freya and their son Noah. So Freya's a toddler and Noah is a child. So from that build, it was I think it was a 3x2, that build. It's a lovely home. I really enjoyed the kitchen and the living room of that home. Very spacious, very communal. I did build it around the time of Halloween, so like it had those fall type of vibes, but it still had coastal elements. And I think the important part of that build was utilizing the Cats and Dogs Park and how that interacted with seasons and get together and all of those type of vibes. All right, so Reese. So I definitely wanted to give him a very much laid back vibe, but I wanted to give him also typical dad that's out on the boat, that's out and about. You know, he very much gives that vibe. Very kind of like he would wear boots and like jackets and button ups, and like that's very much what I picture for Reese. And I definitely think the facial hair is important, and I also put some wrinkles. I never add wrinkles, but I did in this sim, and I think it suits. I think it kind of shows a little bit of his age, but that he's also probably like worked a lot in his life, you know, like he's aged. Formal wear was really important again because I think they are getting married, so I really wanted to take some time with the formal wear for Reese and Laura because, you know, that was important. Active wear, I just wanted to do something basic. I kind of gave him some like, these look a little bit more outdoorsy kind of shorts, and then just like a hoodie, very basic, nothing much to it. Alrighty, and then we move into sleepwear, and sleepwear, I think this was pretty much spot on. I didn't even change anything, but that happens sometimes. You'll be in Creative Sim and like it's perfect and you don't need to alter it. They're a good day. So for party, let's have a look. So obviously we're going through some options. So these movie hangout jeans, I really love the cuff on them, and I really liked that they're ripped but not too ripped. And then I just went with a flannel because I feel that this is 100% what this sim would wear. And I really loved the browns. I tried to use a lot of browns in their design because that matches with their home. So like it's interesting, like when you're a builder and you create a sim, you're always going to think back to the home. Like I know for me, I always think about the spaces I created because part of it being like cohesive, especially if you want to do like snapshots and screenshots, and things like that, you want it to like look like the Sims belong there. So that's kind of why a lot of my Sims, I really style in that kind of manner. All right, this hot weather outfit, again, movie hangout stuff is really coming for me. But like, I really loved the kind of relaxed feel that this top had. And I thought the hat was a bit of fun, and it's kind of a little bit outdoorsy. And boat shoes. He would 100% wear boat shoes. 1,000,000%. I put a ring on, and then we go into his cold weather, and I believe it would just be maybe some cargo pants, and I think just like a jacket, maybe a knitted jacket. There's got some interesting options, but I definitely think seasons. I liked this color, even though I don't know if Windenburg gets that cold, but I definitely thought that something a little bit more casual and laid back would be more his speed. I think we go with this werewolves one. It's a little bit more, I think because it was a little bit more roughed up, like you can see that the threads are pulled and stuff. This is probably a sim. He's like reminds me of like a dad that would literally wear something until it like literally falls apart. So to me, I feel like that's very accurate. And all right, so let's move on to his fiance Laura. What can I tell you about Laura? So she's very much into wellness. So I feel like she would want to be like a beautician. She's very much into dogs. She's definitely an animal person. She loves dancing and obviously like the outdoors. So that was something that I wanted to incorporate with all of the Sims, was that they were all outdoorsy because of the location of their home. And I felt that it would be really perfect to do that. But I also think that Windenburg's such a great place to have dogs as well. It kind of is on par with like Brindleton Bay. So I feel like they could, potentially get a pet. Do I have pet balls? Yes, actually, I take that back. But I think it's a cat. I think I've built the home in mind of having a cat. So, I mean, but that can be changed. That's fine. They could have two pets. But dancing, I thought that'd be quite good. I always like that because dancing was really well introduced in clubs, and clubs were very much in the get together expansion pack, which is where Windenburg is. So I've kind of tied it in that way as well. And I think that's also important, is like consider where your Sims are going to live and like the environment that they're going to be living in. Because unless they're living in a base game world, you are going to be faced with some of those kind of like expansion pack activities. So for example, get-togethers like the club system and cafes and stuff. So having a Sim that likes dancing is going to fit well in that world. Whilst if I don't know, but she could also fit really well in Brindleton Bay because she likes animals and she likes pets. So, but like you wouldn't want to put this Sim in like Snowy Escape. Like what are they going to do, right? Like it doesn't fit the personality. Does that make sense? So yeah, I think that's also very important but I think that's more once you have the Sim and then you go to build the house. So your influence of where they live would be based on their personality. Because as you guys know, I actually build the houses first. I just always do this. Sometimes I pre-record and like I have like builds that sit on my file on my computer for months, just because I have so much to get through. So sometimes I do come back and build create these families later on. So anyway, talking about our Sims, this is Laura. So I think short hair was very much applicable here. I gave her some, do I end up giving her freckles? I've been so into it lately with the freckles. I think I'm just playing around with all of these options. I'm still very much learning Create a Sim and kind of like coming to terms with what you can do and can't do. I'm not a CC player, but I do think that you can make a really nice Sim with just DLC. I don't think you need CC. However, like there are some CC that hands down it is really amazing, and CC creators do a wonderful job. But yeah, I think that I'm happy with just exploring what I have for now. I really loved this. It was like a very much like a smoky eye, and I think just like a tone down. Yes, this brown lip, it just matched her eyes so well. So we're just changing a little bit of her figure. I don't like this top. I find that it makes every Sim that I put it on very boxy, and it ruins, it takes away from the shape. So I adjusted the shape of this Sim because I didn't think she had any, but it was the shirt. It wasn't actually the Sim. So that's what I mean by sometimes the assets are a bit strange. Yeah. So I wanted to give like an outdoorsy vibes, but I also wanted to give something that was a little bit like, I don't know, family. I really loved this orange top, and I think because it kind of gives you, it was different. I've not used this asset a lot, if or at all, but yeah, I thought that it was playful. The colors obviously match the house perfectly. Do I change it? I might change it. Yeah, I don't know. This is very much how I organize my Sims, is I pick and choose and then I change. So you really don't know until the end. But yeah, I feel like the everyday outfit is the hardest for me to design because I feel like obviously they're going to spend the most time in them. And I probably should, and I do, for Sims that I play with a lot, I will make multiple like everyday outfits. So at the top there, here, where you see the everyday button, multiple. You can create multiple outfits, which is a really good tip. Alrighty, so we're still deciding. I think we do go with this top though, from memory. And I'm very much just playing around with the assets and seeing what goes well. But I am very much a person that just always puts my Sims in jeans. It's a really bad habit. It's like jeans or a skirt. It might be this skirt. I do like this one from Seasons. Yeah, I think the flowers are nice in the top. And I think I just go with maybe a sandal. Yeah, most likely. All these shoes are quite nice. These little canvas type shoes. I don't use them very often, but they're quite nice. Yeah. Alrighty, so we do just go with some flats. I'm just going to put her ring on, and then we are maybe a necklace. Yeah, the jewelry in this game's not too bad. I always get a little bit stuck on like what kind of matches, but I always go back to the same kind of pieces. I'm very much a sucker for what I like. I think we tone down the lipstick. Actually, no, we just make it red, make it a bit bright. So formal. So as I said before with Reese, this was really important, making sure that the dress was very much for their wedding day. I really love some of these options that were maybe more oriental, and then you put them in a white swatch and they just look so pretty. I love this kind of princessy kind of ball dress. I love it. I think this is something that I would probably wear. I think for my dress, I definitely want sleeves. So I want something like this, but not so puffy. I think that I love how this kind of looks a little bit more princessy, fairy tale. Just love the vibe. I think I do put her hair up maybe, because I always find it interesting how sometimes like you'll have short hair and then some people will move to the next outfit, but they've got long hair. And it's like, no, you need, if they've got short hair, then you need to keep all your styles with short hair. I feel like that would make more sense because they're not going to magically have longer hair. I really love this bun from Wedding Stories. I think it's so beautiful. I love the details in the little beading, in the hair, in the bun. And I love buns. Like you guys know, like I'm obsessed with buns. It's how I wear my hair in real life, basically all the time. Are these flowered earrings beautiful? I wish they moved. I wish they had a little bit more animation to them. They look a bit stiff, but that's okay. Yeah, all right, just doing some makeup. I do like to like tone it down. I don't like to have it be very stark. As I said, I've just used those sliders. That Realm of Magic lipstick tone down is like one of my favorites. It gives that kind of 90s look with the overlined lip. I think it's so nice. And then we're just, oh, do we go with red? Or maybe I just change it. Yeah, this is the go-to. You guys know this kind of dusty pinkish red. Like I'm obsessed with this. I love this color. I think it's so good. It's one of my favorites. And yeah, alrighty. A little bit more about this family. So yeah, when we get into the children, they're very much kind of, I definitely think Freya is more of like a daddy's girl. And then I think Noah, he's a little bit of a whiz kid, a goofball. So maybe he's a little bit more introverted. But yeah, all right, so we are getting into sleepwear. I'm trying to remember. I love this combination. I love it so much. We saw it also with the Larkin family, but it was such a great combination. These outfits from movie Hangout, this boho bohemian style, I'm so for it. I really loved the pink and I really loved the style and the cut of this dress. I think it matches well with her kind of short hair. And I really love the pink. We really embrace the pink. Right, so just some jewelry, making sure that her ring is on in every outfit. And we just get nose rings. I'm surprised there hasn't been like the eyeball ring pop up somewhere. Yeah, so hot weather, I think we go a little bit more mum vibes. Yeah, I really love this. I'm always going back to those colors and pulling from those colors, and I think that's really important. And just a winter, I really love this. This was from that Korean set. I cannot think of the title, but like I just love it. I remember it was the sole reason I bought it was for that coat section. All right, let's get into the children. So we are making Freya. So our little Freya, she is silly. She's very colorful, very playful. As I said before, I feel like she'd be close to her dad. And I feel like she is the life of the party. And I feel like she would be, she would take most of the attention. And I think her brother's okay with that. He's a little bit more introverted. And yeah. All right. So we're just getting into some hair. So this is what I mean. Like I really love the bows. I think the bows really match well. So her mum has like a headband, and I feel that maybe the bow is like a hair accessory that maybe her mum kind of picked out for her. But she just very much looks very cutesy, very girly. I really love these Jungle Adventure shirts with all of the little patterns on them. I think they're wonderful. Like they just make really like for bright outfits. And this is so cute. Like the pinks, the purples, the blues off the whites. It's just so nice. Of course, she has to have a really nice formal outfit because her parents are going to get married, so that's really sweet. So sleepwear. What do we do for sleepwear? I love the set. You guys know, cottage living. Like, I just think it's the sweetest thing. Party. I think we do embrace the bright colours. Yeah, we're going in with the blues and the yellows and the oranges and just making everything super cutesy. Again, I could see this. I loved the orange, and it kind of like pulls with the little bees. I think this outfit is super cute. She kind of looks like a bumblebee. I love these little swim shorts. Oh my God, they're so cute. Hot weather, we put on a skirt and a top, I believe. What color do we go for? The pony. Stop. That's so cute. I'm discovering all these kids' clothes that I just absolutely love. I love this season's outfit. I'm obsessed. I think it's perfect. I wouldn't even change it. All right, so we are going into our fourth and final sim. So this is Noah. As I said before, Noah is very much a whiz kid, a little bit of a goofball. And I put glasses on this sim because I felt that that was a pivotal part of his design. I felt that it was important, and I wanted to do this because I don't normally have sims with like the children with like accessories, and I thought, why not with this sim? And his bedroom is a really interesting room. I think it's actually one of my favorite kids' rooms I've done. Spoiler alert. It's kind of grayscale, but it's also got some yellows in it. But it's very much still got like things that are like space themed, kind of geeky, pop culture, all that kind of stuff. It's still very much in his room. But yeah, I definitely think he has a very good room, and I was very happy with his room. It's very different to the rest of the house, which I think is good to have a room that is a little bit more out there. And I definitely feel that kids' bedrooms are the way to go for that. They're definitely the thing you can like get away with it. And yeah. All right, so let's get into Noah. So his formal, as I said, it was very important. I wanted to kind of get this vibe where he would look a little bit like his dad, and kind of that kind of, I don't know, laid back country vibe that we were going for. So I really liked that. His sleepwear is just a tracksuit and a top. Party. I'm trying to remember what I did with party. So yeah, this was the annoying part, to make sure I got the same pair of glasses on each outfit. So yeah, that was a bit strange. I think I went with this because it's a little bit more tailored, and it also matched the color scheme of the house. As I said, I wanted to pull those colors in, those fall colors throughout the outfits. And yeah, so we are just flying through. So this is the summer. I really love this top. I think it's really good. I think it's sweet. We went with this because it's got, again, a little bit of his personality in the light tone. And then for winter, yep, just a set. We're not surprised. One day I'll put more effort, I promise. Alrighty, and this is the family. So we're just going to go through the family. So we've got Freya, we've got Laura, and we have Reese. So that is the video today, guys. This is the Clark family. I thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And be on the hunt out for the Fall family speed build, which is their house. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.